Welcome everyone to South Kitsap High School. Tonight it's the South Kitsap Wolves versus the Bremerton Knights. Good evening everyone, I'm Dave Colombini, principal here at South Kitsap High School, and joining me in the booth tonight is South Kitsap senior and aspiring sports announcer Kevin Nod. Kevin, what kind of game should we expect this evening from the 1-1 Wolves and the 1-1 Knights?
Well, I should expect the Lady Wolves to come out strong tonight because this is their third game and they have a couple games behind them. So, no first game or second game jitters. Get a nice complete game going on here. And I expect Rochelle Cooper and Rebecca Proctor to have good games for the Wolves. Put up big numbers scoring wise. Bremerton should have a tougher time stopping the Wolves, than they had against the Klahowya Eagles. Klahowya turned the ball over 44 times and shot 23% from the field, so I don't think the Wolves should be doing that. So Bremerton should have a tougher time.
Starting for the Bremerton Knights, number 1,
Lauren Dirdall. Number 4, Alicia White. Number 20, Kristen Johnson. Number 21, Marcia Abrams. And number 32, Sherry Lewis. And now for the starting lineups for your South Kitsap Lady Wolves. At a guard, a 5'5", junior number 14, Rebecca Proctor. At a guard, a 5'7", junior number 21, Olivia Bowie. At a post, a 5'11", junior number 22, Katie Ralph. At a guard, a 5'5", senior number 24, Nicole Egerbrotten. And in the post, a 5'10", senior number 25, Rochelle Cooper. The Wolves are coached by Denny Bond, Kathy Ballou, Mike Hewlett, and head coach Mike Allen.
Each team with one win aside, Kevin. We haven't played Bremerton. They're not really in our league in basketball. This is just a crosstown, good old-fashioned rival game for each school. Starting next year, though, Bremerton will be in the Narrows League, and they'll be on our side of the bridge. There'll be a Bay Division and a Bridge Division, dividing geographically at the Narrows Bridge. So we'll be in the same league as Bremerton next year.
Yeah, I read that story in the newspaper too. 16 teams are going to be in the Narrows League. That's going to be the second largest league in the state. That's going to be pretty big. A lot of teams. Tough competition to make it to the playoffs.
It will be tough competition, and what's great about it is that we still keep traditions with Bellarmine and Wilson and those teams on the other side of the bridge, and there'll be crossovers, so it'll be a good experience and for all of our kids. Well, here we go about tip-off. Bremerton with the first tip, first hoop. Off the rim, no good. Off to the side, a shot. It's going to be white ball coming down the court.
We saw a rebound there by number 32, Sherry Lewis. Really the only tall body Bremerton has. So South Kitsap has the height advantage. We should be able to see them get more boards than Bremerton.
Brecka comes out as the point guard, drives the lane and goes in for a layup for 2 points. The Wolves looking to go back to state this year, Kevin. They're really excited about that under their first year coach, Mike Allen.
The team looks pretty strong this year too, and they want to help. 2 years ago when they finished third, they want to see that repeated, and they hope to make it that far again.
We got a foul here against the Wolves. Looks like 14, Rebecca Proctor, with a push. Yeah, the Wolves. One thing about the Lady Wolves, Kevin, is that they're dedicated and they're really excited about the possibility of going on to state. A lot of these girls played volleyball, and for the first time in the history of our school went on to the state playoffs. And so they're coming off that and excited about the possibility of moving on.
Yes, that was a nice tradition started this year by the 2000 seniors and first graduating class to take the volleyball team to the playoffs. And you'll see Rochelle Cooper down there and Michelle Haas, two of the key volleyball players for that team.
Marsha Abrams sinks one, so it's 2-1 Wolves. Bowie with a shot, and it's good. It's 4-1 Wolves.
That was a beautiful look by Nicole Egger-Broughton to look up court and find Bowie open like that.
Alicia White called for traveling from Bremerton. South will take it out, the inbounds pass. Each team aside going for the press early in the game, try to establish some aggressiveness. Rebecca drives the lane, takes a shot, and it's good. It's Rebecca Proctor now with 4 points. It's 6-1 Wolves, Kevin.
Like I said in the opening, Rebecca Proctor is one of the dominating guards, and she really should have a big game tonight against the small backcourt of the Bremerton Knights. She's taller than all them, and she could take it to the hole on them anytime.
Got Bremerton Knights with a turnover here, out of bounds, stepped out of bounds. Rebecca coming down court with a dribble. Nicole Ingebrigtsen with the ball. Looking underneath for Bowie. Bowie takes a shot. It's off the rim, no good. And up and in is Rebecca Proctor with another 2 points. South with the press. Here comes Nicole. And is fouled in the paint.
Egger-Broughton took the hard foul there, but nice court vision to be able to make the break and quick feet to get the steal.
Timeout, Bremerton. Now, Kevin, let's talk a little bit about our coaching staff. Mike Allen is our choral director here at South Kitsap and really does a fantastic job with chamber choir. And I want to let everybody know, and you too, Kevin, that this weekend and next weekend, they do something called the Madrigal Feast. And they give you a 4-course dinner. Tickets are for $15. And all music is a cappella. It's music of the Christmas season. It's a 2-hour show, and it's absolutely incredible. And Mike has the time to pull that off and to devote his time to coaching.
And I know all his students speak very highly of him. I've never personally had him as a teacher, but Harry's a pretty nice guy and a pretty good guy to get along with.
Wolves fight very aggressive underneath the hoop and underneath the paint as they get fouled. Personal foul on the Knights. Olivia will go to the line to shoot 2.
And really we're seeing South Kitsap come out scorching from the field. They really only missed a couple shots. And unlike their first game where they went 3 for 20 to start the game, that was Friday night's game, and they really a good fast start's really a good way to start the game.
Bowie sinks 1 out of the 2 to make it 9-1 South Kitsap. Shot from the outside by the Knights. Out of bounds, it'll be white ball once again. That's another turnover by the Knights. They don't seem settled just yet, Kevin.
No, they don't, but really that looked like it went out on Bowie. It looked like she poked it away. Good break for South Kitsap, though, to get the ball and really keep Bremerton down.
Nicole commanding out the play. There's Cooper from the key, top of the key, off the rim, no good. Bowie with the rebound, off to the side of the Proctor. She dribbles into the paint, takes a shot, and it's good. A nice swish for another 2 points for Rebecca Proctor. It's 11-1, South Kitsap up by 10.
What does she have, like 8 points by now? And she's just really taking advantage of those small Bremerton guards, really able to drive right around them.
Bowie's taking it all the way to the ball, to the hoop. She gets fouled. Looks like we'll be shooting 2. Now, Mike Hewlett is Mr. Allen's varsity assistant coach, and Mr. Hewlett is a district employee, very knowledgeable in the basketball scene. Last year, when there was a coaching change after a couple games into the season, Mr. Doug Green from our district was so gracious to step in to be the head coach, and Mike Allen was the assistant coach along with Mike Hewlett. Mike Hewlett is now back with Mr. Allen. According to Mr. Green, Coach Allen has a great basketball mind, and with Mr. Hewlett at his side, it's definitely a win-win for the Wolves.
And we're seeing another sub here. That's number 10, Melissa McCool, and also number 13, Sarah Groves, and number 30, Megan LaFair came into the game.
Melissa's just a little fire plug out there. She really hustles. Blue ball out of bounds on the Wolves. The Knights are just looking a little unsettled right now, a little unsure of themselves. South really putting the pressure on them, Kevin.
Tough break for Katie Ralph there. Sometimes the ball just doesn't bounce your way. Bounce right off her foot, right out of bounds. Late. Kind of a late call there, but looked like a good call. Looked like Melissa got it the hand.
That shot was taken by number 21, Marcia Abrams from the Knights. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Oh, no, she won't. It wasn't a shotting foul, excuse me. Wolves are crashing the boards, getting those rebounds. They're getting the hands on the balls first, but here comes Nicole down the court. She passes off to, out of bounds.
And really, if you're watching the game, you're seeing Bremerton throwing up shots from everywhere. Three-point land, mid-range jumpers. They're just trying desperate for some points, having only scored 1 so far. And just desperate for points, heaving up anytime they get a good look at the basket.
Erin Olson now in the game for the Wolves as she throws the ball in from inbounds. And Wolves working ends inside underneath to Katie Ralph. In for 2, 15-1. South with a 14-point lead.
And another thing about Mike Allen is I had a chance to witness a practice for these girls, and for a first-year coach, he really seemed to have the players' attention and was able to get them to listen and follow all the drills and do everything he needed for the practice, and was a really impactful coach. And in only his first year, there's a lot of good things that could come from this.
Well, Coach Allen comes with experience from the center, and he coached there for several years, 7 to 10 years down there, and was very successful. Took 3 or 4 teams to the state competition. The Wolves down the paint. The shot is up and good. Sarah Groves with the 2 points.
Great court awareness by Katie Ralph there to get the steal and then be able to look right up and throw the ball up to Groves.
Looks like we have a foul on the Wolves, a personal foul. Personal foul on Katie Ralph. Knights will take it out from the end line. Try to work it in, setting a screen. Out on top, trying to work it inside into the paint. Shot is up and off the rim, no good. Wolves with another rebound. Erin Olson comes down the court, looking down court to see if anyone's open. Here she is. They're going to set it up. Wolves are clean and crisp, passing that ball. Shot, 3-pointer.
So they got 3 in the key on one of the inside men, or inside women, I should say. You need to keep your feet moving and get out of that key. That's a key because I've even seen that starting to be called in the NBA, and that's usually never called in the NBA.
Right. That's good that it keeps the girls honest, and they have to play the rules of the game. Knights take a shot from the top of the key, off the rim, no good. Wolves are breaking free court down, 1-on-1. What do we have, Kevin? It's hard to see over my little stand here.
I know that little edge out there is really blocking our view, but it seemed like a Bremerton player was able to catch up and knock the ball out of bounds, just poke it out.
Cooper comes back in the game for Katie Ralph. Ralph getting a little rest. Appears that number 14, Chris Curtis from the Knights, will be coming in soon.
And really all this subbing is really keeping South Kits that fresh, and they're able to full court press and get all these turnovers because they're fresh legs, able to run down the ball and get the Knights to turn it over.
Shot underneath to Cooper in the paint. She goes up and gets 2. 18-point lead for South Kitsap. with 3:03 left in the first quarter. Shot off the rim, no good by the Knights. Knights get the rebound up, and she's fouled by, looks like, by Rochelle Cooper. We're going to go to the free throw and the line and shoot 2. Kevin, what's nice to see by the Wolves is that they're hustling and they're looking for the open person down court, clean, crisp passes, and they're crashing the boards and getting the rebounds.
Yeah, they're really moving. I mean, except for that 3 seconds in the key call, they've been moving around and cutting and getting the passes to those guys and swarming defense, getting the steals. And this is really a good effort by the Wolves to put together a good start. And they've held the Knights to no field goals so far in the game.
That's what's nice about those are keys for success that we just mentioned. Marcia Abrams.
Interesting free throw.
She does,
stands
doesn't
there,
she?
stands
Yes.
sideways.
Hey, whatever works. That's number 30 Megan LeFerrier with a rebound. Inside to Cooper. Turnaround jump shot there. Good for another 2.
Great look by Eggerbrotten there to look inside and see Cooper there.
Bremerton just appearing to try to make something happen. Just not even watching where the ball's going. Just throw it up and just getting out and hustled at this point. Jump ball. Jump ball's now going to go to the Wolves.
And you see Michelle Haas down there in her first action of the night. Getting all the players in with a nice lead like this, you are able to sub and get a lot of your players a lot of time.
Well, that's what's good. It's going to help down the stretch, too. Just get that experience. Alicia White trying for 3. Off the rim, no good. Goes out of bounds. It'll be white ball.
Another example of the Knights just throwing up shots. Desperate for some points. They're just heaving up anything, hoping it falls, hoping to get some points, hoping to start some momentum.
They're really not able to set up anything up. South just has that pressure defense. A nice jump shot, 15-footer from Rochelle Cooper.
Nice, beautiful jump shot, squared up. Nice follow through, was able to drain it. Swarming defense there. Looked like the Wolves might have gotten this steal, but ref was standing right there, and she saw that she got fouled, and anything going there. The Wolves been swarming so far. You're not really seeing a lot of fouls called, so a lot of good, clean defense so far.
Nicole, all she saw was 2 points with a layup. A little upset that the referee blew the whistle there. Alicia White up top, trying to make something happen. Marcia Abrams with a drive into the paint. Off the rim, no good. The Knights come up with the ball, trying to set something up. South's in a man-to-man defense at this point. Oh, out of the rim, no good. Bremerton getting several opportunities here. There's a three-pointer off the rim, no good. Bremerton had 4 chances to make 2 points. Breakaway. Proctor with a lay-in. A 23-point lead with 50 seconds left in the first quarter.
And this is getting ugly quick. Knights are not having any ability to get anything started on offense, and really you're seeing the desperation because they see all these white jerseys surrounding them, and so they're just chucking up the ball, hoping to get some points.
Michelle Haas with a lay-in and a foul. She'll go to the line. She'll be shooting 1.
And really we're seeing that complete game I was talking about in the opening, that the Wolves are not a complete game, but they're starting out like they might start the complete game, and hopefully keep this up the whole game. And we'll see that, the score will get really ugly.
Dead ball foul against the Wolves. It would be Knights' ball. Alicia White coming down court with the ball for Bremerton. Up top of the key, shot no good. LaFerriere with a rebound. Out to Proctor on the side. Bremerton's starting to be a little aggressive and knocks the ball out of bounds. Try to get to the back door. Nice defense on Bremerton.
Really one of the first errors we've seen South make on offense this game. An ill-advised pass right to the arms of the waiting Knights.
That's the end of the first quarter here at South Kitsap High School, with the South Kitsap Wolves leading the Bremerton Knights by 27-2.
Just like to remind you folks that there will be a 1-hour community budget meeting, or it will also discuss the levy there, on Tuesday, December 12th, 2000 at 7 p.m. The meeting will be held in the district office boardroom located at 1962 Hoover Avenue Southeast, Port Orchard, Washington, 98366. This will give you guys an accurate and concise information regarding the upcoming levy and proposed 4-year spending budget. For more information, please contact the Community Relations Office at 360-895-3959.
That's a very important meeting, Kevin, as this community faces a major decision about our schools here in our community. We have great schools here. We have a great high school. We have great kids in the high school. This is a wonderful place to work. So I look forward to coming in every morning. We have a great staff. Students are second to none in the state of Washington. We're the largest school in the state, grades 10 through 12. Population is just under 2,400 students. McCool with the ball.
Well, really, you see the effects of the levy cuts because of not really in this game, but if you ever catch a boys basketball game, there's some ninth graders on the team, and they're not getting the experience at the junior high level, so they have to come up and play in the high school. So not really getting the experience. Might be warming the bench, not getting the game time, not getting the conditioning they need, but. So that's really one of the ill effects of not passing the levy.
That's because, Kevin, there wasn't a sophomore team at the high school level, known as the C Squad, was cut due to budget cuts. So allowed those freshmen to go ahead and try out for our varsity team, and some of them did make it. That goes for wrestling and football and swimming and all sorts of sports that we offer here at South Kitsap.
And that guy, ninth grader we were mentioning, Jake Bettinger, he's a 6'6" post player for the boys varsity squad. I know he started the first game of the season too. So he's really making an impact in only his 9th grade year, playing already varsity and making a nice impact on varsity.
Sarah Groves up the line, shooting 2, made the 1. Wolves back with the rebound and the ball. Knights coming out in the second quarter a little bit more aggressive, slaps the ball away. Wolves get it back. Bowie looking to come down court and get something set up. Knights are starting to put the pressure on, Kevin. They're coming out fighting.
I think they got over in the break between quarters and looked up the scoreboard and realized that they were down by so much. They need a little bit of momentum going. They're using the full court press hopefully to get South Kitsap down on its luck and their offense going with all the energy.
Well, you can see the Knights shooting from the outside. You know, I just as soon let them shoot from the outside all night, because what are the chances of all those going in? They can't work the ball inside because of the swarming defense for the Wolves.
And if they wanted to work the ball inside, this is the time to do it with all the big bodies South has on the bench. They're going with a small lineup right now, South is, and this is the time if Knights wanted to get back and get the ball inside, they could work it in without the height. The only tall person for South is Katie Ralph, and so really they should be taking advantage of that.
Easy time for any team with this kind of lead to have a kind of a letdown, mental letdown. I'm sure will play a factor here, and we'll see how the Wolves fare here in the second quarter, excuse me.
You got to remember there's another half to play and the rest of this period. A lot of time to come back. Make a nice reference to the NBA. I saw the Milwaukee Bucks make a going down 30 into the fourth quarter against the Miami Heat, come back and win the game by 1. Comebacks are possible. Anything can happen. Don't quit till the fat lady sings.
That's right. Well, we have a unique situation tonight where we have both varsity teams playing at home. We have the girls varsity here, of course, that we're watching now, and then we have the boys following about 7:30. And the JV squads, boys and girls, are over at Bremerton as we speak.
And with that, if you're watching this on Friday, December, do the math real quick, December 8th, Friday, December 8th, you'll get to see both games back to back. So that'd be a nice treat. You get to watch back and watch a nice Wolves doubleheader or a nice Knights doubleheader, whatever your preference is. And you see the boys and the girls really. So far, the Lady Wolves taking it to the Knights, but I think the boys' game should be a lot closer.
It should, and the Wolves are looking forward to that matchup. Oh, there's a three-point shot. Three-point shot by Alicia White. Not good. Trying to work the ball inside, and she throws it out of bounds.
And like we were saying, work the ball down low. They try to work it there, and nothing's going right for the Knights tonight. They had a nice open person under the basket, threw it wide away.
That was number 32, Angie Usen, underneath the hoop, trying to do the backdoor play, the snowbird, so to speak, and wasn't able to get the handle on the ball. Nice little fake by Aaron Olson. Nice little 15 jump shot. 15-footer off the rim, no good. Ralph with the rebound. Little travel action there by the Wolves. And here we go. The Knights are coming down the court.
Well, I didn't see if Katie Ralph really traveled there, but you don't want the refs also get to the mindset that they know the Wolves are up by so much and might be giving some calls to Knights. You see that happen sometimes where the refs really have pity on the other team too.
Well, thank you so much for that pass. Aaron Olson with the ball. Off the Knights, Wolves ball. Bowie will throw it from out of bounds. Out to the top of the key. Over and back by the Wolves. It'll be the Knights ball. And here comes some of the other starters back in, Kevin.
Yeah. I think Coach Olsen realizes that, or Coach Allen, as I should say, realizes that maybe they need to get the height back in there, keep the Knights out of the key. Knights haven't really been taking advantage of it, but, your players get a little tired. You want to be able to put the fresh bodies in there, be able to bang up down low.
We're going to call number 13, Jill M. Not sure how to pronounce her last name, but she was bringing the ball down the court for the Knights. Proctor with a rebound, looks down court to Cooper. Cooper back out to LaFerriere, top of the key, off the rim, no good. Knights with the ball coming down court. Fast break, one-on-one, and here we go, off the rim, no good. Just
Knights,
not happening for the Knights.
Those
Kevin.
Knights just cannot make a field goal. They still have not. Their 2 points have come on 2 free throws. No field goals. Open chance there and just rimmed it.
If you'd like the opportunity to get an inside look at the schools of the South Kitsap School District, then consider signing up to take the Back to the Future bus tour. Every month, Superintendent Bill Amon leads a tour through our local schools and even throws in a free lunch at school lunch. They're not bad. If you'd like more information, please contact the district office at 895-3959. We'd love to have you drop by and see us. And Kevin, we get the privilege of having adults come into our building here at the high school, and it's fun to greet them on the bus, and a lot of them are very pleasantly surprised about what they see and what we actually do offer our students here at South.
And I've actually had a couple tours come through my classes when I'm in there, and it's a great chance. They see teachers in action teaching the kids. They see the kids interacting with the teachers, and a lot of them have questions, and a lot of teachers are willing just to let them ask questions and get their insights of what actually happens in this school. And unless you get like a really mean teacher or something, you're going to run into a lot of nice people here at South who will be willing to help you out and get to know our community.
Now, Kevin, did you say mean teachers? Mean teachers, Kevin?
Yeah. Not to name any names or anything. I still got to get good grades in their classes.
There's Proctor with a three-point shot. It looks like I don't know if she got the 3 points or not, Kev. We got a foul. She was fouled, though. Oh, she got the 3-point. Going to the line for a 4-point shot here.
Really, Proctor is really doing a great job driving the lane, and even this time going out to the outside and draining the shot. A nice easy game like this. no, laid back, hoping to score some points, boost the statistics, but still keep a nice team game and keep the lead big like it is.
Hey, as Regis would say, she's out of control. Over and back by the Knights. I was just thinking to myself, that looks like over and back, and sure enough it was.
Great awareness by the official there. Realized that the Knights just fumbled the ball. Wolves didn't even actually touch it.
Michelle Haas with a 20-footer air ball. She took the shot. Knights with the ball. As you can see, they can't get the ball inside, and when they do, we got LaFerriere there with a foul. With a little push. Knights will go to the line.
A little over anxious there. Reached over the back, tried to get the ball before it got to the Knights player. And really, and there's little room for error like that, but Coach Allen wants to see a nice, seamless game going on here, even with the big lead. And I know we saw an awful lot during the football season where Coach Segerson liked to see the nice game, even though if the Wolves were up by a lot. You don't want your team to slack off and make bad fouls and bad shots. You still want to see them run the offense and defense.
LaFerriere with another foul. That's 2 in a row for her. Kevin, the Knights have not scored in the second quarter. They still are hanging in there with 2 points. Number 14, Christina Curtis will go to the line for the Knights. She makes the first one. Well, Kevin, tell us a little bit about yourself and what your future may hold for you.
Well, just recently I've gotten 2 letters of acceptance from University of Hawaii and Wazoo, so probably looking to go to one of those 2 schools and do a little something with history as a subject and become a teacher or something. Or look at more into broadcasting, announcing games like this. This is a lot of fun doing this, and I really like doing it in football. I know you stopped by for the homecoming game, and as you can tell, it's quite fun up here doing this.
It is a lot of fun. It's a little bit harder than I think people might think it is, but the Knights once again try to make something happen and just not mentally into the game, it seems, right now. And Wolves will come down court. Proctor with the ball again. Wolves all night have been able to drive in the paint and in the key. All night they've been able to set up inside.
Really, with all these missed shots, you just saw a player hesitate because they're worried. They're not seeing any shots going in. They're realizing that they're missing their shots, and they don't want to look too foolish missing all these shots. And so you saw them hesitate, not willing to force it up.
Proctor with a 15-foot jump shot. Nothing but air, nothing but net. 38-4. South Kitsap. Proctor's on fire tonight. There's Cooper with a steal. She drives down the court. Up for the lay-in, off the rim, no good. Knights are fighting for the ball.
Looked to me like Cooper lost the ball. She was dribbling up, bounced the ball too far ahead of her, and had to slow up, and that's when the Knights had time to recover and force her to miss that layup.
I'd like to thank the video production crew for setting up. It takes a lot of time and effort to set up the production for any game. Well, it's kind of nice to not have to fight the inclement weather of a football game, but it does take a lot of effort, and the students do all the legwork for this. This camera crew, the laying the wires, the sound, the audio, video. They do a wonderful job under the direction of Mike Downham, instructor. Students walk away having valuable experience of knowing how to put a show together.
And I'm in that class, and it's if you have ever seen on Wolf or on BCAT, you see Wolf Tracks every Thursday night at 7:30. Cheap plug. It's on. The students all produce that show. Student producer, student story writers. Everybody produces the stories, produces the show. Everything's done by the students.
Michelle Cooper with a jump shot, 2 points, Kevin. South with a 36-point lead, and Cooper just denied a shot by the Knights.
Back
in
to the
your
old,
face.
Mr. Robinson's neighborhood, not in my house.
Yeah. I'm telling you, just, talk about Rochelle just for a minute. She is just a wonderful, wonderful student. And on top of that, she's a wonderful human being. She's a really nice young lady. And I know that she's looking forward to her future. She didn't play last year. She took a year off. But she is working to improve her offensive game. She's a talented athlete, excels in volleyball and track and basketball. She was named the most valuable player of the Narrows League for the 2000 volleyball season, Kevin. She led the Wolves to their first ever state tournament appearance.
And really, as if you come to the games here at South Kitsap, you can buy or you can purchase programs that are actually produced by students here at SK and class, and like we were just reading, that have all these interesting tidbits on players and teams and past games, and get a nice insight on what the Wolves have been doing so far this year.
Kevin, what's nice to see about Bremerton is that they're not quitting. They're still hustling. They're still trying their best, and that's nice to see. They may not have many points on the board, but they are still hustling.
And right
what
there,
a tip. That wasn't planned, folks, but I'm telling you, it's just a good hustle by the Wolves as they are persistent and score another 2 points.
Right there, we saw floor general Nicole Eggerbrotten had a nice low look pass on that and got the lucky tip pass there. And really, you're seeing bounces just going SK's way in this big lead. You're just seeing everything bounce their way, not going Bremerton's way.
McCool with the ball, throws it out to Engerbratsen. Out to Cooper in the center of the court. McCool driving the court lane, out again to the top of the key. There's Ralph underneath for two.
Another great look by Eggerbrotten. Saw Ralph down the baseline. Ralph made a nice jumper. And really, you're seeing SK Wolves go on full gear here, operating on all cylinders, just letting it loose on the Bremerton Knights.
And there's the end of the first half of play tonight. As we end the second quarter, South Kitsap 45, Bremerton Knights 4. And now at this time, I'd like to
Hi everybody, and welcome to the South Kitsap Sports Report. I'm Kevin Nod, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about winter sports.
SK is expected to have another great season under Coach Ron Huneberg. The Wolves have won the Narrows League title for the last 7 years and have a streak of 76 straight wins in league competition. The Wolves have 13 returning lettermen and 3 wrestlers who competed in state last year.
And now on to basketball. Mike Allen, who teaches music here at SK, is now taking over the head coach duties for the women's basketball team.
With a 20-8 record and a strong showing at state, the girls are coming off a great year. And the Lady Wolves should be a force to reckon with at the top of the Narrows League again this year.
Last year, the men's basketball team made the state playoffs, and this year under Coach John Callahan, the players are primed and ready to do it again.
SK lost 8 seniors to graduation, so there might be some concerns about inexperience. But combine the Wolves' 4 returning seniors and add the 8 underclassmen, and you have 12 men primed to make it back to the playoffs. Last year, the Wolves were 13-8 and made it to the second round of the state playoffs, but this group wants more.
And that's tonight's sports report. Be sure and come out and support winter sports. Now back to the game.
I wonder what's on TV.
Wolf Tracks! Wolf Tracks! Wolf Tracks!
Wolf Tracks!
Wolf Tracks!
Welcome back, everyone, to South Kitsap High School, where the South Kitsap Wolves are taking on the Bremerton Knights. I'm Dave Colombini, building principal here at South Kitsap, along with my right sidekick, Kevin Nod. Kevin, we're just about ready for the second half, and what do you think we'll see from each team?
I think we'll see Knights come out with more of a hunger to get some points. I mean, really, 4 points at halftime is pretty bad, and I hate to be blunt, but bad. And we should see them come out with more of a hunger, get some more points, trying to make this score look more decent in the newspaper tomorrow. See the Wolves dominate some more with that pressing defense.
Well, what the Knights do not lack in is hustle and desire. Their hearts are still in it. They're still trying to do their best. And my hat goes off to them. They're not quitters.
Well, really, we saw that right back from halftime. Rebecca Proctor coming right in with the steal. And really, she's been dominating the whole game. What is she at? 14 points, and I know a couple steals, a couple assists, a couple good looks, and really just having a great game.
Bowie on the right side trying a 15-foot jumper off the rim, no good. And here come the Wolves the Knights down court, trying to set up, trying to establish to get inside, and for the first time, almost for the first time, they do. They get inside, but number 32, Angie Houston, goes up, does not connect for the two. But nice to see the Knights trying to get inside and work the paint a little bit. Bowie with the rebound, looking down court. Hands off to Nicole. Nicole directing traffic. Hits Proctor down underneath the hoop, and Proctor with another two, Kevin.
And once again, I know we mentioned this in the first half quite a couple times. Floor general Nicole Eggerbrotten with a nice good look across the court to see Proctor.
Bremerton trying to work that same play as last time and still went ahead and tried to work that inside to Angie. They were not successful. White ball.
Really, what a great look that was by Nicole Eggerbrotten. Saw Ralph down low, almost got it through. Just a quick hand by the Knights defender. And then turns around and makes kind of an ill-advised pass there. It really was no room for that pass.
Nicole into the paint. Nice little 10-foot jump shot. Into hoop for two. 49-4, South Kitsap. With 6:17 left to go in the third quarter. Bremerton working the outside. Nice little 10-foot jump shot. Off the rim, no good. Seems like those basketball has eyes for Bremerton and just doesn't want to go down in that hoop. Little broken play there by the Knights, trying to still make something happen.
And you're really seeing Wolves maybe calling off the Dogs for a little bit there with not full court pressing anymore, kind of waiting at half court for the other team to come up, really calling off the Dogs. You know, not to just throw it in Bremerton's face, full court press and run this score up really bad.
Michelle Cooper with a 10-foot jump shot, in for two, 51-4, South Kitsap. Hey, Kevin, there's no need to pour it on and to run that half-court trap.
Yeah, this is a really great show of sportsmanship by the Wolves here. They're having a great game, and the Knights are having not so quite great game. And they're really just, not taking it to them, scoring when they have to because, shot clock's going down and all that. But, not just full court pressing and going coast to coast and lobbing the ball all the way down court, trying to get quick points.
Lauren Durall at the free throw line. Makes the basket for the Wolves, for the Knights. 51-5.
I don't think anyone can blame me for that, Dave, because all night we've all in the habit of saying basket Wolves.
Yes, that's right.
A little tip pass there by Katie Ralph. Way to not give up. Always stick your hand up. Try hopefully hit the ball and got an assist there.
Well, Kevin, how's the school year going for you this year?
It's going good. Really, it's kind of bad with some of the levy cutbacks. And there's stuff here that normally wouldn't have. But it's still going great. Great school year for South here, and you have a great graduating class for 2001.
Another 2 points for Rebecca Proctor as the Wolves take advantage of the fast break and the snowbird. Bowie with the rebound, coming down court, hands off to Nicole. Off for the Knights. Wolves ball. December 8th, the Lady Wolves are here this Friday night against Capital. Will come up I-5, cross the bridge, and come over to Wolf Country to play the Wolves. The boys will be down in Capital, playing down there Friday night.
And so a nice treat for you folks on Friday night. You'll get a home game here, so you get to see the Lady Wolves take on Capital, and then you can go home and watch. You'll be watching this game on TV. You'll have a chance to be watching this.
Kevin, once a month, I have a parent advisory council meeting here at South Kitsap High School. If any parents are anxious to get involved in South, this is a great time to have dialogue with the building principal, myself, Dave Colombini. Occasionally, we'll have topics to discuss. Semesters versus trimesters could be a topic. Head attire, curriculum issues, and just all-around reports about student successes. As we look forward to another 2/3 of our year. 1/3 of the year is done, Kevin. That doesn't seem possible, does it?
Possible. Year's going by really quick. Maybe that's the one downside to having trimesters is you have such a short time in classes that you don't really quite get to know like your teachers and the kids in the class, and you don't get really time for the one-on-one chances that you'll get to associate with if you had more time in the class.
That was a 3-point attempt and made good by the Bremerton Knights. 59-8 now. Well, I know, Kevin, that's one of the downfalls of trimesters. One of the positive side to trimesters is that we have 250 courses. Knights take advantage of a little break and run there, score another 2. 59-10 now for the Wolves and the Knights as they continue to battle here with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Wolves will now substitute some more as Bowie and Olsen come back in.
That was a great point you were getting at to there, Dave. There's so many courses offered here at South Kitsap that really, if you really had the semesters, you wouldn't have time to enjoy them all. Nice variety is always good.
Well, that's part of the pride here at South Kitsap of offering so many different courses to our student body. And that's one of the pluses of having such a large school. You're talking about plus and minuses. The minus is it's hard to get to know everyone. And there's probably students here that you look at someday and think, no, who is that person?
And think about it, I'm a senior this year. I got to my English class, 6th period today, and teacher asked, can you name everybody in your class? And I was like, no. There's one or two people I didn't know the names to, and that's really, and so there's a downside to having some odd 600 people in your graduating class.
Cooper with the underneath the hoop and lay-in down at the other end of the court. 61-10 now for the Wolves. Bremerton tries to work it inside the paint, and they get fouled by the Wolves. I know over 600 students. We started the year out with 940 sophomores. One of the largest classes ever to enter South Kitsap High School. Number 14, Christina Curtis up on the line for the Knights as she sinks her first out of 2. Number 10, Kelly Pheasant comes in to relieve Kristen Johnson of the Knights.
Well, so far in this second half, the Knights have already doubled their total output from the first half. And really, we're only a couple minutes into the second half. So, they're scoring more points, but I don't think this game's pretty much over already, and they're not going to be able to score enough points to make up the 50-point differential.
Well, for example, semesters, like we were talking about earlier, is one of the topics that our Parent Advisory Council meeting will we'll explore that possibility, and it's nice for me to get the input from parents as they share their views about those topics.
That was really a great look by number 13, Sarah Groves. She had the open shot, but realized that Megan Ferrari, I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Was a little bit more wide open, closer to the hoop, and realized that, getting a chance for the assist, and Megan goes to the line and sinks the free throw.
Jill M with the ball there. Nice little dribble by Jill. Hand it off to Lauren Durall as she shoots and is fouled, and will go to the line to shoot 2. Well, Kevin, you spent 3 years here at South, correct?
Yes.
What junior high did you go to?
I went to Marcus Whitman.
Marcus Whitman, green and gold. I spent 14 years at Marcus Whitman. Now, how would you sum up your high school experience?
I guess I would sum it up about a nice variety, like we were talking about, of classes. Was able to dabble in certain subjects and get a nice feeling of what I would want to do later in life. And like this has given me a great opportunity to announce for some sporting events, and if I want to do that later. And I've taken a lot of social studies classes. That's got me interested in history, and really it's given me a great perspective on what I can do later in life.
Just as a reminder, all students and parents, December 19th will be a half-day release for our students for the winter break. Release at the high school will be at 10:35. The rest of the day will be spent professional development for the staff here at South Kitsap High School. There's a 3-point shot for Sarah Groves for the Wolves.
And really the 19th of December seems so far away to all the students in the school. It seems like an eternity, and really it's only a couple days, but kids can't wait to get out to school for the winter, play some little pickup football, open gifts, and just have some fun outside of school.
Christina Curtis underneath in the paint there for the Knights for the 2. Wolves once again take advantage of the snowbird there and the fast breakaway, and number 13, Sarah Groves with the lay-in. 69-15, South Kitsap. Shot for the Knights for the top of the key off the rim, no good. Knights for the rebound. That's McCool with the shot. With Groves down court, lays it in for another 2. 71-15, South Kitsap.
And really we're seeing South do what we say they weren't doing earlier in the quarter. I mean, they're not being bad sports and all that, but they're throwing up, pressing the ball up court and getting the quick baskets and kind of really running up the score a little bit here. But not to say bad sportsmanship at all, but just to say that it's different from what they were doing earlier in the quarter.
Little 2-on-1 break there for South Kitsap, and was come up empty that time as the Knights come back down court, try to set up an offensive play. Shot from the top of the key. A 3-pointer attempt, no good. Be South Kitsap ball with 2 seconds left here in the third quarter. Groves takes a shot at the buzzer, and it goes in for a 3-point play at the end of the third quarter. Unbelievable. When things go right, they go right.
No kidding. I mean, this game has been all South Kitsap, and really you see her there just throw up the ball. We've seen bounces be going South's way, and really just they're getting all the luck this game so far, and a nice job there by Groves to get the shot in.
That's Merry Christmas, I think.
It's getting there.
Well, we have 8 minutes left to go to play in this game. South Kitsap leading the Knights 74-15.
Just a reminder that Wolf Tracks, the student-produced magazine show we mentioned earlier in the evening, will be on this Thursday, 7:30, right here on BCAT. Channel 3, it will be in Port Orchard, and Channel 12 in Bremerton. The December edition has some great stories. You'll meet Ryan Cole, SK's record-breaking football star, find out how SK students are planning to become professional filmmakers, and a lot of students want to know, why is our school so overcrowded? Superintendent Bill Lamont answers that question, and that and much, much more. Thursday evenings at 7:30 on BCAT.
Rebecca Proctor to start out the fourth quarter play with a 3-point swish. at the top of the key. Bremerton answers with 2 of their own as we start the 4th quarter. Bremerton comes out with a press. South Kitsap was able to break through that. Nice passing by the Lady Wolves as they work the ball around the court. Knights come down with the ball. Drive into the lane, off the rim, no good. Cooper with the rebound. Out to Groves as she goes up for the lay-in. 79-17, South Kitsap.
And really, with speaking of the Bremerton Knights, their football team this year, it was a good job by them to get that victory in that last game of the season. It was really, hopefully they can carry the momentum into next year and turning around to a big season for Bremerton that, the coaches there so richly deserve. They put in the time, tried to get these kids, turn it around, and really they pulled out that victory in the last game of the season. It was a great start.
What was it, 22 years consecutive playoff bursts for the Wolves in football?
Yes, it was. 21st. Thanks, David Garrett, our producer down there. Heard that in my earphone, 21st. And, I've already mentioned in my little ad I was doing, Ryan Cole was a big part of that. He had over 2,000 yards and set the West Sound rushing record. And that was a good accomplishment when many people were wondering if he was going to be able to fill Roger Cooper's shoes.
That was Sarah Groves with a steal from the Knights as they roll down court. Ball rolls off, and it appears to be South Kitsap ball.
And looking at the attendance here, it seems more people are showing up for the boys' game, and really you see that more people come to the boys' games and not to the girls' games, and really traditionally the girls' teams have been better, and so I don't think you really get that. I guess it's more of a you come to support the men or something, I don't know.
Well, Kevin, it's up to, I think, the students to really promote the girls' sports here at South. We really do need to come out and support our girls. Their desire this year is to go into the state tournament and do well. They've worked hard. A good chemistry on the team. Proctor up with a jump shot. Off the rim, no good. Off to the side. Knights with a rebound. They dribble down court. Fast break. Foul by South Kitsap. Kevin, I want to talk a little bit about our reading program that we have here at South Kitsap. We have 2 reading courses where we pair up readers students that are struggling in reading with readers that are not struggling in reading. We tutor them one-on-one, 15 on 15, 30 kids in the classroom, and they teach reading skills and decoding skills to our students and retake a test, and we've had nothing but success with that program, partly because the numbers in the class are so small.
That shows how South is really a community in here, has people wanting to help out the other members of the community and, get them all to have good grades, share with the good grades and not just hog them for themselves.
South continues to battle and continue to hustle. Both sides continue to bat and scratch and try to steal the ball. Nicole Ingerbratsen, 15-foot jumper for 2. 87-17, Kevin.
You're kind of getting the feeling that maybe South wants to go over the 100 mark, as they're really pushing the ball up, trying to get some points, and they want to score, that 13 more in the last 4.5 minutes to get that 100 mark, which will look really good in the papers tomorrow.
South doing a great job on defense, trapping, setting a trap. 3-lady trap down low. Some of the starters now do come back in after a rest with a mixture of non-starters as the Knights come out off the side, try to establish an offense here. Oh, we have a pushing foul here against Melissa McCool.
And really, we're seeing that complete game I was mentioning in my intro that South desperately needed. They, won their first game, but it was kind of a sloppy game. They lost their second. This complete game could really get the momentum going that they need to make it to that state tournament and hopefully go far in it. And really, they've been leading ever since the beginning of the game and been dominating.
The Knights dribble in the paint for two. 87-19. I want to just thank the Fine Arts Department for doing a fantastic job recently with the Miracle Worker play that our student body performed here. Absolutely incredible performance. As our staff continues to push and to get to push our students to the brink of excellence. Absolutely outstanding performance.
And really the South plays they put on here are really, you don't notice that they're only high schoolers. They're really professional type plays that are well put on, well acted, and you get really into the games and you enjoy them, or into the plays and enjoy them.
In the springtime, we'll actually, around March or so, we will do Guys and Dolls musical. Debbie Evans will direct that play. South Kitsap takes a timeout. Coach Mike Allen here seeing something he doesn't like and trying to get the Wolves to take care of something on defense, it looks like, Kevin.
I think he's seeing that, South was really dominating in the first half, only giving up 4 points to the Knights. And, I mean, really, they've only given up 15 more points, which is really good. But he's seeing that they're giving up more points and maybe that they're getting tired and slacking. So he's trying to, keep them straight, keep them pressing, keep them doing good.
I'd like to introduce Denny Bond, one of the assistant coaches here at South Kitsap. Denny is a longtime administrator, elementary school principal, administrator who's been retired and loves the game of basketball and has coached several of these girls in Pee-wees and over the last several years, and he's up here now assisting the high school. South is going into that crisp mode of passing the ball around the key. Another two for South as the approach has reached over the 91 points, Kevin.
And that's really an accomplishment because in high school games, they don't score that many points like that. You'll see that in the NBA maybe or a college game, but high school game, it's usually around 70, 60, even 50, something like low. And really, if you're paying attention, it's been South working the ball in, scoring the points, and Knights throwing it up from the outside, not being able to hit, and that's really been the difference. South swarming defense is just dominating the Knights.
South really looking to the open person all night long and hitting that person as they set their offense. And what's impressive is that if it's not open, they immediately pass out to another lady to try to get things moving. Knights crash the boards try to get two and come up empty as McCool comes down court with a rebound and sets the offense up. Hits LaFerriere underneath, turnaround jumper, 93-19. South Kitsap with 2:16 left to go in the game. Timeout, Bremerton.
Too bad this isn't like a Sonics game where, like, if the Wolves score 100, everyone gets a chalupa or something. 'Cause I could use one of those. I'm pretty hungry. But really, you're seeing South just still trying to get that 100 mark, and that'd be a nice feat for them to say that they scored 100 when they go to school tomorrow. Hear on the announcements and get a nice applause in class or something like that.
I'd like to talk about video productions just for a minute. Their instructor is Mr. Mike Downham. Mike Downham comes from Como Television after 10 years of experience there at Como TV as a news producer. Mike brings his expertise to the video productions class, and each year they get bigger and better. Quality improves each and every year by our students. Mike is a real back in the background, likes to stay in the background, doesn't like to get out in the forefront at all, pushes his students for excellence. So I'd like to personally thank Mr. Downham for all his hard work and endless hours that he spends here at this school, giving our students an experience that hopefully they will learn from and take with them.
Like he said, he likes to be in the background. He likes to have the students, succeed by doing their own work. And if you, watch Wolf Tracks or if you look at the credits at the end of this game, you'll see that his name's at the very end. He, not trying to take all the light from the kids. He wants them to be able to get the acknowledgement for the work they've done.
Well, the Knights come down court with the ball with a little over 2 minutes to go in the game. Another turnover by the Knights. And another turnover by the Wolves. So here we go, the Knights with the ball.
And you might see the Knights try to stall here, trying to keep the Wolves from scoring that 100 points on them. So that'll be really embarrassing for them.
Proctor with the steal, looking down court. Ferrier on top of the key, passes out. Now we have Ralph underneath, turnaround jumper. 95-19 with a minute 35.
You know, we've mentioned this a lot, but those big bodies for South are just too tall for the Knights to stop. And like Katie Ralph just had a nice turnaround jumper there with no height there to block the shot.
Another turnover by the Knights. South will come down with a minute 24. Proctor out to Haas. Haas looking inside, on top of the key to Ralph. Out to Proctor, off to the side. Proctor looks to Haas in the middle, in the paint. She jumps for up. 2.
Countdown down to 3 points.
97-19, Kevin.
And really, you saw a bounce there. The shot hit the front of the rim, was able to bounce up over. The bounces are all going the Wolves' way tonight.
Jump ball goes to the Wolves. 1:01 remaining in the game.
I wouldn't be surprised to see, the Wolves still keep it simple, though. Pass the ball inside, trying to get these final 3 points for the 100.
Proctor looking inside once again. LaFerriere with the ball, no shot. Turns around, gives it to the Proctor. Off the rim, no good. Knights with the ball. As they come around, and a little travel there, but off the rim, no good. Ralph with the rebound. Proctor down court. Looking to Haas. Haas out in front to Ralph. Ralph out to Proctor, off to the side. In, working inside once again to LaFerriere, down for 2. 99-19 with 15 seconds left to go in the game, Kevin. Will they do it?
Here's the moment of truth.
South with the ball with 9 seconds remaining.
Stop the clock.
Foul on
I was really
Bremerton.
surprised to see the Knights throw up a shot there. You would think they want to stall, keep the point total below 100, but they didn't. They forced up the shot, and this will give South a golden opportunity to score that final basket.
3 seconds, 2, 1, at the buzzer, off the rim. No good. South Kitsap with a victory over the Bremerton Knights, 99-19. Kevin, it was a real joy working with you. I hope we get to do it again. And ladies and gentlemen, we want you to stay tuned. Once again, we have the Knights versus the Wolves in boys basketball.